What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and for all Snapchat users, I have something awesome to share with you guys in this video. So if you remember back in the good old days of Jailbreak, when those were still around, we could modify Snapchat to be able to do so much more. Snapchat being one of my favorite, social media applications. I would love to show you guys how to make more out of your Snapchat experience. So let's say you want to go ahead and save people's Snapchats without them knowing, without needing to use a third-party application. Let's say you want to upload your own photos or videos directly into Snapchat from within the app. Let's say you want to spoof your location. Say you're in a completely different area, say Beijing, China, which I clearly am not there. We can get custom filters from that location. There aren't many for that one, but let's try Germany. As you guys can see, I have custom filters from Berlin right here. Let's say you want to customize text fonts. You want to change your photos before you upload them. There's so much you guys can do in here, and it's absolutely amazing. Best thing is, save things without people ever even knowing. Create groups for people. This is phantom for Snapchat. Snap Plus, an application, completely within the Snapchat application on iOS without needing to be jailbroken. And I just want to show you guys, I am on a 9.3.1. This does work on 9.3.2 as well. And I do have that running right here. So I just want to show you guys, I do have 9.3.2 and I do have this tweak working and running. So it is right there. All right, so in this video, I will show you guys how to go ahead and install this tweak onto Snapchat. And I gotta say, it looks daunting. It looks hard, it looks difficult, but really it's not. For someone that's never used the applications I'm gonna show you how to do this with, it's actually amazing how I figured this out. I mean, there's a really good tutorial on Reddit on r/jailbreak, but it wasn't that good. There was a lot of gaps that I had to fill in. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an A to Z process, how to install this awesome Cydia tweak without a jailbreak on the latest iOS 9.3.1 firmware, easy peasy. Okay, requirements, an Apple ID and a Mac computer. This does not work with Windows as we do need to use Xcode. It seems difficult, again, it's not. I'm recutting this because I forgot to mention this first time around. First thing you want to do, delete Snapchat. You cannot have an old version of Snapchat. You have to delete it. And I just want to say there's no risk with this involved. Worst thing happens, it doesn't work. You're not touching any of your firmware files. Your device isn't at risk. The worst thing that can happen is it just doesn't work and you go ahead and reinstall Snapchat from the App Store. All right, so down below in the description, I'm going to link you to this page. So here, what you guys want to do is go ahead and click download zip. So this zip is the important one. It's the one we need. And I'm going to click it again. So there we go. And you guys do need a cracked version of the latest Snapchat. And this does work with 27.5.0. vShare is probably a good place to find it. And I cannot legally link this to you. So use your wit to find a cracked version of the latest Snapchat. A quick Google search is really all it takes. So in my downloads, this is what I have. Now the tweak patcher will be a .zip. You want to extract it. Don't change the name or anything, but the Snapchat IPA that you're going to have, it's going to have a very, very long name. So what you guys want to do is just rename it to capital S Snapchat.ipa. Okay, so take this tweak patcher, put it on the desktop, drag the Snapchat inside of it. Now when we open it up, this is what it should look like. So nothing special, just Snapchat.ipa in here. All right, so let's set this aside. Now our device, we want to plug it in. If it has a passcode on it, I would recommend just removing it for the duration of this video. You don't have to, but I would recommend it. It can be on any firmware, 9.3.1 down to 9.0, as long as it's on iOS 9, that's what matters. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the App Store. So we do need to download Xcode. So this one is about 5 gigabytes and you absolutely need to download it and make sure to run it. So before we even get into anything, open up Xcode and run it. You just want to make sure it opens up to this. You can go ahead and close out of it. We don't really need it open right now. Okay, so back at that link, we're going to go down and we're going to copy number 1 right here, tweak patcher IPA. Okay. Minimize this and let's go into terminal. So go into Launchpad enter terminal. So before we copy and paste that in there, I want you guys to do one more thing. Type in keychain access. I will blur this out because this has my details on it, but go to my certificates and you want to check the certificates. Go through all of them. You guys might have some, you guys might have none. If there are any expired ones, delete them. I honestly would delete everything just to make this easier, but delete the expired ones at least. If it doesn't work later on, you can come back and delete all of them, try it again. All right, back in terminal. Before we paste that text, I want you guys to type in CD space, so CD space, take that tweak patcher master file and drag it in. So just drag it in and click enter. All right, now we're inside that file. So go ahead and paste the text we just copied and select enter. So this is what you're gonna see. It's gonna start downloading some missing files and you shouldn't see any errors. If you guys have any errors, there will be a troubleshooting link down below as well. And it'll pretty much have any possible error outcome for you and you guys can go through it and, you know, diagnose accordingly. Like I said, I've never used this before in my life. I've used Terminal, but not Xcode, and it was a piece of cake, really. So while this is doing its thing, let's go back into Xcode and open it up. We're going to select create a new Xcode project, master detail application, and next. So back to terminal, and it's going to give us this product name. So select this, copy it. We're going to go back into Xcode and put it into product name. Go back into terminal, copy and select the organization identifier and paste it into here. As you guys can see, I already have it. So we're going to select next and you can save it to wherever, desktop. Okay, so a couple little things here. You want to go up here and select your device, make sure it is plugged in. Now the version number of your device, which is found in general about right here, you want to put that into here. So 9.3. Okay, and you guys will see this fix issue problem right here. If you don't see this, back in keychain access, delete all of it. I mean, delete it if it says there's nothing to fix. There should be an issue. Okay, so you want to make sure to sign into your team. This is your Apple ID. You don't need to pay for a developer account or anything like that. Just sign into your developer ID or your Apple ID in here. I do know this works with just an Apple ID. And select fix issue. So back in terminal, we'll start to see progress here. So it'll start moving. And in a second here, we should have Snapchat loaded on our device. Installing Snapchat. So there's a couple things it's going to ask us to do, and I want you guys to pay attention. A lot of people get hung up on this error because a lot of people get stuck here because they don't follow instructions. So we now have Snapchat on our device. It won't open. We got to go to settings. We have to go to device management. And this is the Apple ID that you used. Go ahead and select trust, and slide back to Snapchat. Now we can open it. So back in here, just click enter, that's all. And it's gonna go ahead and keep doing its thing. We can click cancel on this prompt. So now it's installing the tweak and it's done. Go ahead and log in real quick. Okay. All right, so at first glance, we won't notice anything really. There'll be nothing different. So go ahead and double click and force out of Snapchat. Now when you jump back in, all of the cool settings are there. You can click not now to this, cancel, and now you guys have this. You can go ahead and explore. There are so many things you can do in here. If we actually jump into Snap plus settings, these are the settings for the tweak. Always keep snaps, disable story auto switch. There's a lot of annoying things that you can go ahead and cancel out. And you can even increase the video length from 10 to 50 seconds if you really want to. There's so much. My favorite feature has got to be the location spoofing. Definitely an awesome one. And just saving or uploading Snapchat photos directly into here from within Snapchat. There's custom filters. You can go ahead and open up your own custom filter or choose one from the web. There are several. It's really, really awesome just how much you can do with this. So guys, that's just about it. If you guys have any issues, be sure to check out the troubleshooting link down below. I should have everything there, and I try to be as thorough as I can. This is easy. You know, it is easy. You just have to follow directions. That's all. For any noobs, I hope I made this as easy as possible. Enjoy this tweak, guys. Seriously, it is so awesome to be able to do this and not be jailbroken. So have a great day. Peace.